Samson still shaving?
After a little while, he'd probably be done.
Samson come back inside?
Yeah. After he'll, like, dump out the pot.
You find your party inebriated.
You see the empty magnum on the table and everybody's sharing the second?
Even Nim? Zanzibar's letting Nim drink?
Does Nim want to drink?
Yeah, Nim will pull out a cup.
Isn't Nim still immune to intoxication?
Exactly.
Yes.
Wait, was it for a few hours or was it for a few days?
It was for
It was
21
days.
days.
21 days.
We're gonna be like halfway home
Yeah.
by the time Nim can be affected by alcohol again.
Yep, and in that time, she's gonna learn how to be an alcoholic and just assume that she can't get drunk.
No, she'll assume she has a stronger tolerance than she should.
I mean, you got drunk like once, and then never
Twice.
again.
No, Nim got drunk with Death, remember?
Oh yeah. So like,
That's how Samson knew her secret.
yeah. So you're going to like, you got drunk twice, and in those 21 days, you're gonna drink so much that you're gonna be like, huh, I guess it's a fluke. I guess being
Just like a
drunk-
regular college student.
It must have just been like bad liquor or something, and then you're gonna go out.
I need to not
the
drink poor man's
22nd
liquor
day,
anymore.
and you are going to try and hammer yourself.
Thank you, Jade.
And you're going to just drop dead.
And Nim's family will be better off for it.
I hate every other word that comes out of your mouth. That just seems to be the pattern. Oh, Shay said something nice. Next statement. Ah!
I aim to either make you uncomfortable or make you laugh. There is no in between.
Oh, you make me laugh, but you can't make me uncomfortable.
We'll see.
Yeah. You can ask Ed. I'm the captain of Cringe Lord.
No, we know how to make you uncomfortable.
You just don't.
Really? How?
Yeah. Oh, by talking about eating dead people again.
Let's not.
Good job.
So anyway, yeah. I mean, by the time Zan would have disapproved of you drinking, she's already almost too sloshed to be paying attention to anything.
Nice.
She is, like, ancient and really small.
Nim starts drinking along with them. You know, if you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, so Samson walks in and Zanzibar just turns around and he's just tipping the bottle back. Ah, Samson! Here you go! Have some wine! Delicious! Nutritious! Makes everything better!
Samson is really, like, his head's just racing of like, should I not, should I not, should I not, should I not, should I not?
I think
And
he's
then
broken.
you just hear like a second sound is like, drink the wine! Come on, Samson! Drink the wine! Have a wine! Drink the wine! Just like as a
What?
secondary thought in the back of your head. And
What do I
Zanzibar's,
get? Another wine!
another wine!
Hell yeah!
There you go! And he passes the whole magnum to you.
Samson's gonna take like a few gulps and then give it back to him.
Atta boy! Here you go, Hyalla! And just slams the bottle on the table, just go boom.
99 bottles of wine on the wall, 99 bottles of wine. Take one down, pass it around. 99 bottles of wine on the wall.
So what's Samson doing?
Drinking. What the fuck?
Well, I don't know. Is somebody gonna actually do something, or is it gonna be Zanzibar passing around magnums all night?
Yeah, we're just gonna
what to do.
we're just gonna hang out and drink with old Uncle Z.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And you do that until nighttime?
Yeah, until everyone's either like
Sloshed.
sloshed or asleep.
Alright. Does Hyalla go to sleep, or does Hyalla become sloshed and pass out?
Don't those have the same result?
Yes and no. They have different, like, implications.
I mean, I don't know, she might let herself drink more than she should.
Because if Hyalla's drunk, that may provide great dialogue between her and Zanzibar.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
at
I'm
some
looking
point
for.
at some point she just like has her hands resting on the end of the table and just kind of like puts her chin down on them. Like a lying down cat.
Y'all, are you sleepy?
Hmm. She'll shake her head.
Are you comfy?
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, she's content. I know what'll make you more content. More wine. Here you go. He just sets another bottle in front of her.
She's are there like cups on the table too? Or like a bowl?
I imagine at some point cups were pulled out.
Hmm. She pours a small cup and like pulls it in front of her face and just like laps it up with her tongue.
There we go. That's the way the pretty kid does it. What's Samson's state of being?
Samson is Samson's like fine. Because he's used to drinking much more of much stronger stuff. But he's also trying not to go crazy. For once.
Samson's holding back.
Yay!
Yes.
Luckily, Zanzibar is too out of it to notice. Nim's normal, and Zen passed out a long time ago. Why can't every day just be drinking? Just nothing
Yeah, I mean,
else.
good.
No, I can't. What, do you think I don't have responsibilities?
No.
Do you have to?
Of course I do. Who else is gonna protect all these ants the next time some moron decides to gather up a bunch of boys and girls and send them to go die? Or do you somehow think that this port and every other civilization you've seen is capable of fighting off an army? No,
I
they
just
won't.
thought the address did that.
They don't always work, unfortunately. And besides, if I made them too strong, then to the point where they always work, then everything would die. No, sometimes I have to get my hands dirty, and then I'm the villain. Let me tell you something. He just points his finger at Samson.
I imagine it's the type of thing where his finger's like abnormally close.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, everybody thinks I am the villain. You think they're just gonna peacefully walk through that town? No. For a second, your heroes and your righteous people, even your priests and your clerics touch down. Now they will wipe off every single person living here because they'll just call them ants or savages, or they'll say they worship me or some stupid stuff like that. They won't care about what their lives are. They won't give a second thought. They'll burn it all away like they do in every moronic war that they do. Look at her. They just, that's an entire culture of sending children off to kill each other. But now I'm the villain because I snap my fingers and I send them to a grave. At least they fighting a monster, and then it died for some pointless war between bureaucracy. Where's that
I'm
wine?
just so confused.
Alright, here you go.
Thank you. I mean, I have fun while doing it. It's a hoot and a holler. Just grab somebody's head and slam them through their compatriots. Snap my fingers, and an entire warship just goes poof. Barely splinters, but it's tiring. And then there's the aftermath. Oh, you're such a monster. How could you kill them? Your crime is breathing. You're not allowed to defend yourself. It's stupid. And don't even get me started on guides. Why? And there's Zanzibar's little rant for that 5 minutes.
Yeah, Nim's like, I thought I was supposed to be drunk by now. Why is this not working?
Like, verbally she's saying that, or she's just thinking it?
Yeah, why am I still sober? She can mutter that. It's not like anyone's listening. I say.
I was expecting the party to listen. I mean, Zanzibar's just sitting there muttering about God knows what.
He's just talking his, like, crazy forever boomer talk.
Yeah. So, while Zanzibar's doing a thing, Nim will go, is this how it always is with the drunk people?
What the hell are you talking about, Nim?
Nim gestures to the table. The kitty lapping up the alcohol. Grandma is just out. And the muttering incoherent drunk. Almost.
I mean... yeah, no, maybe.
The sleepy
sure.
drunk, the whiny drunk, and the cuddly drunk.
And Samson.
And,
Which one's
yeah,
the cuddly
and
drunk?
the regular alcoholic. Hyalla.
You're not cuddling anyone.
Yeah, she's fluffier.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like resting her head down on the table, her face is like smooshed out slightly.
She's just loafing.
Do you hang out with a lot of drunks, Samson?
I mean, he's never much for hanging out with a lot of people, but I've gone to a few places a few times over and had a few drinking buddies. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious.
About,
What kind of things do you do back home?
drink, sleep, haggle, shoot lizards. There's so many lizards in the desert, Nim. There's so many lizards. They're all really, really big. I mean, like, the size of this table big. They're always on the ground. Why are all
Better
these
if they were
dungeons
in
on
the air.
ground?
What did Yellow say?
Would it be better if they're in the air and she like lifts a hand up and makes a vague flying lizard-esque gesture?
It might be. I mean, like, that'd just be target practice. But, like, there's so many of them. I've shot so many lizards back home.
Why don't you throw them into the air first?
You should be glad the flying lizards went extinct there.
Wow, were they immune to bullets or something?
No, they were called dragons. You know? Big.
There used to be dragons in the races.
Yeah, after Solaria fell and the area was left super heated from those 3 weeks of non-stop punching we gave each other, you know, it was a perfect place for something large and basically cold-blooded.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why there's so many lizards?
Oh no, that's a separate thing. It's mostly desert and savannah, so they crawl under the skin. They do the thing, and they eat the bug. I'm bored of this. Always fun to drink. Anyway, yeah, so basically, you know, biology works like that over there. You get a lot of cold-blooded creatures, because, you know, being warm-blooded in a desert environment means most of the time you have to stay in an area where you don't heat to death. Same reason she can't really go into the desert, as he gestures over towards the general direction of, you know, the desert, without some kind of special means. She'd, you know, have heat stroke, die, keel over. Where's that wine? Go. Make sense?
Yeah, I get that. Hell, you used to have a thingy, right? What happened to it?
At some point during Zanzibar's rant, Hyalla covered her ears, so I don't think she heard that.
So Samson's kind of like sprawled back on the chair, and he's literally just drawing a circle on his chest after he said thingy, but he's still drawing it. just tracing it with his finger over and over.
Hyalla looks up and is like, she pulls her hands back from her ears and is like, "Is your rib cage hurting?"
No, my ribs are still there. I said you used to have a doohickey before. What happened to that?
What?
Just the thingy was right here.
Does she remember what he's talking about?
That's not up to me.
Okay, I'm rolling a history check then.
For your own history?
Too drunk. The dice goes!
No idea what you're talking about. It's just like...
It was metal and...
everything that's there's always been there. I didn't grow any new bits.
And metal.
I didn't grow any new bits.
Cold.
You sure you didn't grow any new bits?
And metal.
I don't think so. She looks down her shirt.
Same bits as before.
Same bits that was always there. Man, I miss my kid.
What is Samson talking about?
Samson's talking about the ice stone necklace.
Oh, I thought so, but I was like, it was metal?
It was like, it wasn't just an ice stone. It wasn't like engraved in something.
Yeah, it was set in a pendant, but, you know, he's drunk, so... Metal.
Metal and cold and metal.
It was cold and metal.
And cold.
Cold.
Do you continue this diatribe?
So Hyalla doesn't have any idea, and she's like, what thing's on my chest, right? Everything's in order, same as always was. No more, no less.
I'm not a changeling, I just checked.
I just checked, no bigger or smaller, is all the first and
Nimulgo, are you talking about the ice stone?
Yeah, that was it.
The
I think.
Eye Stone.
What happened to that?
We fed it to the Zorn.
Oh. They should have given us a new one.
There you go,
That's
Samson.
how giving works.
Have more wine, and Zanzibar just tops off your cup.
Hey, thanks. No, he doesn't. He doesn't down the whole thing, but he'll take some.
Nim was sitting next to Hyalla, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hyalla's just gonna lean onto Nim.
So, this is adorable. But,
But Hyalla's really heavy.
yeah, so... are you, like, pushing her full weight on her?
I mean, she's leaning, so the amount of weight that gets distributed to Nim is however much that would be. She's not, like...
Not
holding
enough to
anything
actually
back, like-
matter, but any amount of weight to Shay means an insurmountable mountain of weight.
No, I just wanted to know if this, like, pushed Nim over a bit. That was it. So,
Yes,
like, Nim's like, are you comfortable?
Pushes
Hyalla?
Nim out the chair.
Samson, what do I do?
You
Lean back.
leave her there.
Why would she lean back?
No, like lean back into Hyalla. Like a Hyalla. And then he'll put his like hands on the table and lead them into each other like a house of cards. And then he'll like start pushing them back and forth and go like, rest.
What was that last part?
He's just saying they're wrestling as like his hands are pushing back and forth against each other. He's now just looking at his hands, not paying attention to any of you.
Nim is the most sober one here, and that is a terrifying thought.
Yeah, that happens when you're immune to the effects of alcohol.
You know, nothing about Samson saying you shouldn't drink ever hit home, but this makes Nim one drink less.
And yet,
Lead by
somehow-
example. Yeah, Hyalla's watching Samson's hands go back and forth like it's a laser pointer. And then just like, suddenly just like, reaches out and tries to grab them.
Zanzibar, seeing this, will snap a tiny little red orb into being and just kind of like play with it in front of Hyalla's face. Like it's just zipping in front of her face like a small butterfly.
She bites at it.
She's gonna kill me for this in the morning, I'm sure, but I'm going to have fun now. And he's just like hovering it over, like surface level above the table. He's just making it do like figure eights and stuff.
Mom.
Oh. Here you go, Samson. Your cup's getting empty. And he tops up Samson's cup again.
Alright, this is gonna
She's
be
still.
the last
Hyalla might still be
one.
pinning his hands down if he didn't move them out of the way.
He has not.
What was that? Second to last one? Heard your boss.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you
No.
said third to last one.
No. Stop adding drink, please.
Oh, let the boy have some fun. This is your vacation after all. Yeah, you want some more?
No, thank you.
Suit yourself.
Never have I seen a better don't drink ad than this. Except the Hyalla part.
Of course, when
Only
Nim can't possibly get drunk is when she learns to not drink.
See, all you had to do... See, Nim, all you have to do when you drink is just transform into a fluffy tabaxi.
Turn into a Nimbaxi.
Nah, not today.
Damn, whack a fluff.
Fluffant.
Don't whack a fluff.
Hyalla's still fluff.
Hyalla's still fluff, but less fluff than we could fluff. Minimal fluff.
She pretty poof poof.
Very poof poof. Hooray, poof poof. But yeah, while Zanzibar is debating Nim on that, he'll pour Samson a second cup of wine. So now he's just got 2 full cups in front of him.
You're gonna make him get sick in the morning. Don't we have the boat tomorrow?
That's kind of like a day and a half. I said 6.5. By my calculations, this is 5.
So it's not tomorrow, it's the day after.
Yeah. Hooray for 6.5 days.
Woo!
You could also just skip the next day.
It feels like I'm drinking enough too.
And on day 6, they all sat around.
No,
hungover,
Nim's gonna go. Nim's
except
gonna throw
for
more
Nim.
pigs in the ocean.
Tomorrow or now? Because it's nighttime.
No, I already did that for day 5.
Oh yeah, you did that earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, as he finishes pouring Samson's second cup, he'll set the bottle down, get up, and he'll kind of just scoop up Zan and carry her over to the bed.
Oh, nice. For once.
All the while, that little laser light show is still dancing around in front of Hyalla. Always managing to be just out of nibble range.
Evil red ball.
Hyalla's list of things to hate. Ball I can't catch.
I'm gonna name it after someone I don't like.
Gerald.
I will get you, Gerald. I will bite you.
I don't think she wants to bite Gerald, that'd be weird. She would throw him off the boat, though. If left alone in a room for too long.
You would create a hole to the ocean from the hole,
Yes.
and then throw him through it.
Yes. And then fix it, so that we don't all die.
You're too weak. I'm going to kill you. It's a mercy killing. Trust me. You would never survive as a child soldier.
Yeah, punk. Get on my level.
Bitch!
Get on my trauma, loser.
Yeah.
You don't have crippling trauma? Wow, what a loser.
Let's get you some. Throws into the ocean with her.
Now swim, forehead. Swim, four eyes, swim! Hyalla's a boy.
Is Hyalla still leading on Nim, or is she trying to bite the board?
She's probably leaned off of you slightly to attempt to increase her futile chances of catching the thing. Hands still on the table.
Hands still pinning Samson.
Yeah.
At that point, Samson is going to take his hand out and then put one on top of her, like that stupid hand stack game.
Alright, they engage in the hand stacking game because Hyala's gonna put her other hand on top.
And then they're just gonna do that for a while.
You drink the wine! What do I get? Another wine! Oh boy.
And it's just like, I'm here.
She got any more questions for Zanzibar?
How drunk are you right now?
Not anymore.
Who, me? Her, me?
Yes.
Not at all, why?
Your voice changed earlier, and you keep trying to make Samson drink. To the point of intoxication?
Well, before I was drunk, but then I got bored of it.
So you want to get everyone else drunk?
I mean, well, let's see if you can look at it from my point of view. Samson looks particularly happy right now. And as for the other one, well, and he just gestures towards them playing the hand stacking game while I'm assuming she's still trying to bite a ball of light.
Yeah.
And then you just hear inside your head, whether you see it or not, she's going to be entirely miserable so long as anything in the norm happens. But right now, she's neither judging me or trying to make me miserable. And instead of being unhappy with her surroundings, she's instead happy and content. As far as I see it, I don't need credit for doing it, but it's a decent thing to do.
To be honest, nothing in the norm happens to us.
Be surprised.
Name one normal thing that's happened to us in the last 5 days.
We went swimming?
And I'm assuming Nin's saying this in her head.
Well, yeah, no, you guys went swimming. Nim went and looked for shinies.
You went deep sea diving. That's a normal activity normal people do, you freak.
Okay, but here's the thing, like, it very quickly turned into a not normal thing when her deep sea diving resulted in the beach blowing up.
And also, Hyalla getting poisoned from her recent excursion. So, yeah.
Both of those are very normal things.
But yeah,
the beach blowing up is a normal thing.
As
Yes.
Zanzibar,
On Zanzibar.
assuming that you're answering back at him in your head,
Yeah.
you just hear him retort back, well, see, that's due to your age, but quite honestly, most of what you've experienced up to this point is actually normal given your adventuring professions.
So parents never loving me is normal. I got you. I
No,
don't say
well,
that.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, look at everyone else's dad.
Woo.
There are certain things that set you each apart, and, well, your backgrounds are different from each other, and I can't say that where you were before was necessarily a decent or even normal upbringing, but as for this, no, this is typical of what an adventurer might experience. But what you're going to do is going to be out of the ordinary. Completely extraordinary. So for now, whether you thank me or not, it's a small solace if a tiny little orb and some hand stacking game made for children can bring some peace of mind to some traumatized individuals. I don't need the credit.
I don't have drama.
The lasting effect is enough.
Well, adventure sucks sometimes.
Some people think so.
wouldn't know. I don't read about adventures very often. Read the nerd books.
Nerd.
And he'll just pick up the last of the bottles. And he'll kind of look at you and say, well, they're your issue now. I'm going home.
Before you head off...
What do you want from my life?
To give me things. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I want endless things. Supply them.
Yeah, actually. But we agreed that Nim wouldn't know that she's immune to intoxication, would she?
No.
Yeah, she wouldn't realize it.
Yeah, so Nim actually had been drinking with y'all the past while. And she's like, I've had as much as them. Why am I still sober?
Well, have you taken any form of medication that would otherwise make yourself immune to intoxication?
That exists
No.
here?
Is that a thing? Is that here?
Here? No. They're not actually good to take. They're terrible. It's a bad drug.
Noted. Where is it so I can keep Samson away from it?
No, he'll be fine. Well, you've been practicing your magic. Anything out of the ordinary happen?
Oh, there was one time that I felt tingly, but nothing happened.
You got more for me? Because, you know, sometimes I walk around and I get a tingle.
TMI.
You know, sometimes you just have nerve endings, child.
This is all in Nim's head too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, at this point it's, you know, verbal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, then TMI.
Shut up, Zanzibar. We're playing the hand stacking game. Oh my god.
I feel like Hyala's trying to bite at the ball, and Samson's trying to like maneuver the glass into his mouth without taking his hands off of. Yeah.
Fine, I'll be more specific. How many magic surges? Blech, I can't speak. How many wild surges have you had in the recent days?
Okay, there was one day where she had 3. Another day she had 2. I think she's had 7 in the 5 days.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know about the one that was just like, oh, I went tingling and nothing happened.
Yeah, so Nim will say, I think 6?
And you say, and this tingling happened while you were performing magic?
Yes.
You wild surged.
But nothing happened.
Nothing that you could tell. Except, as he kind of just gestures to the table seat you're sitting at right now.
Don't know what you mean.
Not every wild surge is obvious in its effect. Sometimes they aren't as obvious. Just about anything could happen. I mean, are you going to tell me that burping bubbles every time you talk is something that typically is normal?
It depends if you have the fizzy lifting drink.
Ha! Ha ha! You're so funny.
Thank you.
And he just finishes off the remainder of the last Magnum that was out.
Nim says, how long will this last?
How am I supposed to know?
You're supposed to know a lot of things.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to know everything about your anatomy. That'd be weird. That'd be strange, child.
Ugh. That's Shaylin sounds, not Nim sound. And we're like, that's fair, I guess.
My advice to you is either whoop it up or be cautious. Because one day you're going to attempt to whoop it up, and you are not going to be immune. And that day is the day you're going to end up dying.
I'm sorry? What?
From alcohol intoxication. Stay with me, come on, kid. You yourself know wild surging is dangerous. Even something as benign as, ooh, I can't get drunk in the wrong circumstances could literally be deadly. False senses of confidence are often what kill the greatest of men.
Good thing he's not a great man.
That is both such a factual statement and also such a backhanded statement.
Hey, it's a compliment.
I love you, Jade. Never change.
Too bad.
No, you can't change.
Jade metamorphosizes.
No. Dog
Jade's a changeling.
metamorphosis. No, stay the same. Don't change.
I changed.
Okay, what was the change?
You'll see.
I don't like how you said that. Or maybe I like how you said that. I don't know how to feel about you saying that. You can't say those things. That's illegal. Help. And help.
How am I supposed to help?
Can Hyalla add her tail to the hand stacking contest?
Yes, she can. DM allows it.
Cool.
Hey, that's cheating.
All's fair in love and war, Samson. Good night,
This
children.
is neither of those things.
And he just snaps out. While Samson's declaring his absence of love and or war.
Tragic.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to decide if Nim says bye, Grandpa, or not. Yeah, no. Bye, Grandpa. Because he's old.
I like the idea of her saying bye, Grandpa, and then just clarifying to very drunk Hyalla and Samson that it's because he's old.
Yes. That's
That sounds
exactly
about right.
Now Nim's left alone. Child, drunk adults.
Huh.
Just like home.
Huh. You know what would be really handy right now?
What?
Some books on how to deal with children.
Yeah, Nim's not reading those.
We're not children.
They're adults.
That are acting like children. Adorably, but still acting like children.
You can't parentify Nim.
Just did.
Yeah.
Rob?
Also, good job, Jade.
Yeah, what is Nim gonna do when she has to take care of her brother because there's no one else to?
What's gonna happen to her aunt?
Don't worry about it.
She joins the mom squad.
No, don't hurt Nim like this.
Don't worry about it.
Nim can't take care of herself, and you expect her to simultaneously fix her own problems, get her life together, and then be able to support someone else?
He can just be adopted into Hyalla's clan.
Yeah, Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh my god.
What the hell is happening to that country? I thought we were taking the sword to Evrengal.
Don't worry about it.
They were at peace when Nim was there, like, super peaceful.
You think it was peace. All the war was just underground.
Legitimately peaceful. Anyway, terrifying things aside, Nim's gonna look at those two and say, "Are you having fun?"
Foreshadowing.
No, don't foreshadow that. Leave Nim's family alone.
How am I? Wait, how is it foreshadowing if I said something stupid?
It's not foreshadowing, it's stupid shadowing.
At that point, it's like sick shadowing.
Whoa.
Nah, leave Nim's
Two whole
family
shadows.
alone.
But
We already
angst.
have one missing father. Don't make Nim feel more emotions. Damn.
But angst.
Too bad.
Nim's life is walking angst. Don't make it worse. You already complain about how angsty Nim is.
Too bad.
I'm gonna have to go with Ed on this. Too bad.
Happiness is a lie.
Yeah, just look at Hyalla.
But also, Nim asked, how are you two doing?
Yeah.
Is the orb still floating around?
Yeah, it's still floating there.
Just go stare at it for a while.
Is Hyalla's tail long enough to stretch over her back and, like, to where her outstretched arms would be?
I mean, how long is the table that her arm would be fully outstretched?
It's
well,
not
because
long
we're
enough.
on the other... Aren't we, like, on the other sides of the table from each other?
No,
Yeah.
I thought Samson was at the head of the table. Because
I imagined him across, but I also imagined a relatively thin table because
Yeah, because
it's Granny Zan.
Well, yeah, but I imagined Zan was at the head of the table. Then next to her was Zanzibar.
I imagined she was across from him. And then Zanzibar was next to her, and then Hyalla was across from him, and then Samson was the 5th person at the table.
To make the point shorter, though, Hyalla's tail is very long.
Okay.
So, now we should focus in on what the Hyalla and Samson hand war is.
Well, Hyalla's winning because she's a cheater.
We
Once
already
again,
knew- we already
Hyalla is
knew
cheating
that.
at games against Samson.
True.
Because we didn't establish rules in advance.
Hyalla has no honor, but yet will pass judgment on everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Sounds about right. See, more and more like Fran every day.
Hey man, at least I don't kill people for money.
Yet.
I don't kill people.
He didn't
Where's
kill
it?
people for money. He killed people for killing people.
Weren't you a child soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did, in fact, kill people.
And
And not even for money, for something more worthless.
but since then,
Ah, she's reformed.
word.
And that's not oh yeah, that's right.
Hyalla's
She
like,
didn't-
my house is no longer made of glass, as she picks up a handful of rocks.
Didn't she also kill some of the cultists?
My emotional state is made of glass, though.
Wait a minute, did she also kill some of the cultists?
Probably, but her hand was pretty much
Ah.
forced to there.
True, but a kill's a kill.
Do the cultists count? Do they?
Yeah.
I mean,
They're not?
cultists are people too.
Do the cultists count? Do
It's
they?
KDA, not KD, not KKF DNA.
Do the cultists count? Do they? Anyway.
Yes, they're people, and they have families, and,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, their families all died as well, so it's not like there was anyone
That's
actually.
out.
I mean, there may have been a couple of full cultified families, but it wasn't like a town. It was just a place where cultists gathered.
That was their crime. They paid for it with their lives. Moving on.
I can't believe they gentrified the cult town of Zanzibar.
Lame. Anyways. Eventually, Hyalla will remove her tail 'cause it's too much effort to coordinate
Continuously
three
stack
things.
it back and forth.
Yeah, coordination is harder when you're drunk. Coordinating 3 separate limbs.
Especially when she was also
Not about that.
trying to, like, bite a ball with her head, so, like, 4 different appendages.
Yeah.
Max dexterity do like that.
So you guys finish up your game and, like, go to sleep or pass out or something?
I don't think it ends. I just think like we're just gonna fall asleep on the table.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. What the
Where we
do?
just like get slower and slower.
Alright.
They fell asleep holding
dexterity
hands.
to see whose hand was on top.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're just rolling.
holding hands. You're so cute.
Yeah. Woo!
Poo.
So, Nim.
You know what to do! Eddie, you know what to do!
Oh, I really just want to leave it there. Like, we both just sort of tried and it just ended in a high five.
Wait, no, our hands end in that little tented position.
Well, I was
doing earlier.
I was gonna...
Things ended the same way they started.
Fair, no, I was gonna say that the one, she rolled high, and two, she rolled one higher on the disadvantage, so wouldn't that be the tiebreaker? Her hands are slightly higher in the tented position.
No, they'd be lower because her fingers are stubbier. Also.
So, Nim, seeing that you two are asleep, will cover you up with blankets.
Aw, they fell asleep holding hands. So sweet.
And then we'll say to herself, drunk people are weird. Was I this bad when I was drunk?
You were worse, because you were an angry drunk.
Was she an angry drunk? I can't remember.
Oh, I guess she was an angry hangover.
Yeah, no, Nim was an angry hangover, because people kept trying to prank her.
No, not
They just tried to wake you
Gerald.
up, and you threatened to just, like, shank them.
Yeah,
No, I
pretty
think
much.
Fireball, actually.
Yeah, one it was Fireball, two it was just Gerald. So.
Yeah, no, that was the problem.
Yeah,
Gerald's voice set off every angry alarm possible.
I know, and I wanted him to wake you up, and I was so disappointed he didn't.
And
Yeah.
then,
Jade, you gotta tell your dad all about Nim's responses to everything. That'll make him happy.
It is in fact Fireball.
So, someone tried to wake her up, and she immediately was like, I will cast Fireball at you.
And then a
Gerald,
party
I
member
swear
tried
to
to do
God,
it,
if
and
you
she's
say
like, hello.
one more word.
One more word, and I'm going to do to you as my father does to me.
And then Nim
Ignore me?
pulls out a belt, but instead of hitting anyone with the belt, it just has the words "make a dex save" on it. And she casts Fireball.
Woo!
You have to be present parents to hit your kids.
No, but you don't have to be present parents to emotionally cripple them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Moving on. So
Fireball,
Nim
but it does emotional damage.
Nim
So
will,
psychic Fireball.
Yeah.
Nim will
Visions
think
of
about
Fireball.
the day and go to sleep.
Alright, what's the calculation for hangovers again?
There is none
I thought it was a con save.
officially.
That's while
it-
you're drinking, to see if you get drunk.
Yeah, there's really not anything official because, well, D&D.
Sucks.
Because most people play the game to fight things. Not to get
You know,
fake drunk.
with the amount of times campaigns start in taverns, you'd think there would be a precedent,
Yeah.
but I guess not. What I normally do is you start to roll if you have a number of, like, drinks based on, like, equal to your con save.
Well, what did we do
And
to
then-
find out if Nim was gonna be hungover on the boat? We had some kind of calculation.
No, Nim was drinking hard alcohol the whole time. There was no doubt about it. She had like 3 things of whiskey and like 6 glasses
Yeah,
of
so
wine.
she was also mixing alcohol.
Yeah. Like
Fair
there were
enough.
7 kinds of fuck that Nim was doing.
Oh.
It was not.
Well,
Should
I guess
Should we do honor system then? Do you want to be hungover? If can't
I mean-
decide, flip coin.
I would say Samson would probably be used to drinking more than this.
Yeah, but he's been on a withdrawal for several days.
True.
So, you know, being used to something is one thing, but a hangover is a withdrawal thing. He'd be like 2, if not 3 times worse off from normal because he's just not in the steady state anymore. And then there's Hyalla. Oh god. I was thinking how great drunk Hyalla was, and I didn't realize that drunk Hyalla could potentially mean hungover. Oh no!
How is Hyalla?
I'd imagine she'd have a bit of a, like, hangover headache, and would probably not show it, though.
She's going to
Oh yeah, Hyalla's doing that thing where she doesn't show her emotion.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that?
Hyalla being emotionless? Gasp!
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, that's... My point is that whether or not we gave Hyalla a hangover, she's not going to be different.
But Jade's gonna be different, right?
Jade's always
No.
different, because Jade is changed.
Jade is also
no.
super cool.
Changed snake.
I am fearful for the change.
Have you not seen it yet?
No?
Wait, really? Alright.
What am I supposed to be noticing?
The change.
Yeah,
Change!
the change.
I see it now.
There you go.
Change!
Yeah.
That sounds like something that you, like, have to get a shot to avoid getting.
Oh
I
man,
can't believe it
did
took
you
you guys an
hear?
hour.
Charlie called Change.
Change green.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So, does Hyalla still wake up too early?
She'll wake up around the normal time, I guess.
Normal time for most people or normal time for Hyalla?
For Hyalla.
Gotcha.
Samson's
still
sleeping in
too
later
early.
again.
You wake up to a second note. I'm kidding.
So Hyalla gets up for Samson sleeping in, and what's the Nim doing?
Nim does not wake up that early, so Nim's still asleep.
So wait a minute, if Hyalla's waking up early but Samson's still asleep, does it mean Hyalla wakes up to, like, them put their hands together?
Yes! Oh, she just pulls away and starts blushing under her fur. What did I do? What did we do? Oh god, no! Please, I can only stand abandoning one child. I can't abandon 2.
Hand holding is too lewd.
But yeah, no, she wakes up, she sees it, she like blinks a few times while she's like remembering things. And she just kind of like slowly pulls her hand back.
That's going in the never remember again file.
Put that in the trauma bin.
For some reason, try as you might, the memory refuses to go in the trauma bin, as if someone's purposely preventing it from going. Oh, that'd be so fucked. I'm just going to move this here.
Trauma.zip is not found.
I'm gonna take this trauma bin, I'm gonna completely empty it out over here. This should make a more amicable headspace.
If you completely removed it from her entire psyche, she would be an unrecognizable individual.
What does that mean?
She'd be happy.
I
She
mean
would
that most of
change.
how she is now is because of that.
I mean, yes, that is typically how people work.
Yeah, but she would be like an entirely different person.
She'd be outwardly happy as well.
Or not.
Possible.
She could just be, like, A cat?
I mean, Zanzibar wouldn't
Remove
even
the
have...
trauma, she just turns into an actual cat.
So.
Yeah, no, Zanzibar doesn't even have to remove it. He could literally just remove the parts where it traumatizes you.